Hey guys, Rinji here. Once again, bringing you the worst out of the VTuber community. And as some of you probably already know, the nature of VTuber drama, especially on Twitter, is cyclical. And it's usually the same thing regurgitated over and over and again. And it's endless, and it's not gonna stop until VTubing itself becomes irrelevant in the online discourse. But sometimes there's a VTuber that does something so weird, so out there that it just becomes wholly unique. And today we have one of these stories. So without further ado, let's get into it. My abusive ex, Time for Mayhem, has been hiding my in real life name in their content since November 2022. They know exactly what they're doing and are a danger. They hide my name in shit like word jumbles of capitalized letters in their Twitch bio or picking TikTok sounds within it. Here's their TikTok and them hiding that name. Here's them hiding this person's name in capitalized letters on their Twitch donation section of the page. Here's their alt A20K, also known as Martisia, one of the VTubers that was initially responsible for Kudo's harassment all these years ago in December of 2020. So what goes around comes around. But I decided that being friends with someone who shares my private info with others, especially as a VTuber, is not something I wanted in my life. I've reached a point where I don't care if you learn my first name, good for you. This shit just has to stop. One of the first reasons we split up was them disrespecting my privacy wishes, so they know exactly what they're doing with this. Thinking I'd be too scared to speak wrong. They own their second rebrand attempt in this community and have completely doubled down on filling their community with minors. Also hilarious that they're trying to be some sort of health advocate when this is how they talk about people with cancer and other disabilities. Redacted says she has Tourette's, but she didn't tick at all during her stream. Dude, don't even LMAO. I have seen her other streams and seen and heard her takes. It's not possible for someone to have a good day and go a couple hours without them. It can wax and wane, but it would generally have a baseline severity. Alright, well, I'm not down to discuss the validity of someone's disability, babe. Can we just drop the whole topic and move on? I only wanted to make sure you weren't going to involve yourself in drama on someone's behalf. Fuck, I'm late to stream. Good job. Haha, yeah. Are we good? I'm just gonna start stream and make coffee as I go. Yeah, we're good. Sorry I'm suspicious of everyone on the internet. VTubers are shitty and I don't trust them. Same here, sister. Same here. Vex, can you shut up about your cancer for 5 minutes? Seriously. She also used to say she had uterine cancer. 3 months of our relationship. What about you posting my nudes online? Which is, I may remind you, is illegal in Canada. Okay, I'm not able to VC right now, but I'll be gladly to do so soon in the next couple days. I really wanted to touch base because they had always acted really shady in regards to you after they started commissioning from the same people you did. Also doing shit like poaching your X mods and shit. X mods? Redacted. Wait, really? They're leaving? They quit before I got them. Vex did a complete 180 in personality once she got partner. So I don't blame her, them, not her. Raph and Shimo were two of her most active mods. And now I have them. Ignored that boundary and penetrated me with those toys. I would have no fucking idea they were doing that until I felt the pain of them entering my vagina because I was often restrained and / or blindfolded. And why don't you explain to everyone how I should tell you my vagina was small, how I told you none of the dildos you own were allowed to penetrate me, and you still... My dom gently reminded me that I know my safe word and I can use it anytime while our scene got more intense. Takes up so much real estate in my head. I know I meant bragging to friends, haha. Nothing about that was super sexual, but like, fuck. The trust and safety I felt after you said that. Here's that screenshot again, showing that this was consensual and wasn't indeed what this person was proclaiming it to be. They filed a false police report against Swin for harassment and expected the RCMP, who questioned him, to enforce their bullshit demand not to talk to anyone, privately or otherwise, about the breakup. They shamelessly weaponized the police against the abuse victim and as an intimidation tactic to keep them quiet, and then bragged about it on Twitter. They had filed false police reports with the intention of silencing their victims. When Marty found out that Swin had opened up to Ozzy, who had thought was a mutual friend at the time, about the abuse he'd faced during his relationship with Marty, and Marty decided to file a bogus harassment report with the RCMP and had them question Swin with the intention of intimidating him into staying quiet and to stay isolated from anyone tied to Marty. One of their demands was literally don't talk about any of this, even in private DMs. 20 days after allowing Numi back into the community, we had to ban them for going full unhinged in our friend's server and threatening to dox her. At which point Martizia claims that they always knew something like this would happen. Why they would allow a dangerous individual to be their community this long is concerning. They then even revealed to me that Numi had been making offline donations to them to the tune of $1,000 and that they hid from me because they knew I did not trust this clearly unstable person existing in their community because of the danger they posed. We still watching Berserk. Invite in the comments. Sad that I can't join this in the Discord. Why? Yay, did you know Redacted is under 18? No, though I don't really not safe for work post on my tweet, and they don't have the not safe for work role in my server. Gotcha. Yeah, I have some minors in my community, but not many. I figure they can handle swearing and dick jokes just fine. Here's the channel. Keep the general not safe for work. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry for basically missing your stream. That moment when you are doing something so you can't watch Twitch and two of your live favorite streamers are live. This is the redacted profiles of the supposed minors in our community. After being called out again in November 2022, Android 820K, Mayhem VT, added a coded message to their donation description on Twitch, directing a hateful message towards me. Their donation section contains the mission statement of a victim society they are directing donations to. Within that description was hidden a word jumble of capital letters that spelled "fuck you," my in real life name. My in real life name is kept separate from my streaming personality as best as possible, so this was very disturbing and quite scary to me. And the only reason I did not call it out at the time was because I was scared they would escalate further and fully dox me. This is absolutely disgusting behavior and is such a vile use of victim society mission statement. This message was left in for about 3 weeks time and was only taken out the day they planned to return to streaming. Hey, time for mayhem. Why does this PayPal transaction sent to my abusive manipulated ex now say that I sent it to you? The totally new not made up person that my ex sold their model and assets to? Explain. How many people are going to manipulate with rebrands here? Them trying to pretend they're a different person? I don't know who Martizia is, and I don't wish to know if she is an awful as everyone says, but I'm really not her. Alice, whose model's artist, even posted on her Twitter that ownership of this model was transferred. I bought this model of someone on Reddit. I corresponded with her through email. I don't know if it was Martizia, since this person went by the name Alyssa. I would request if you can add to put psychological manipulation onto the list of offenses. This is something when they have a pattern of doing, especially with people they claim to be friends of. I've experienced this personally and seen it with others. Beyond lying and other things listed, this person will find your weaknesses, play into what they learn about you, and then use to further their own goals or build their reputation. I would appreciate listing this offense so people might have a chance of knowing that this is someone who will manipulate them into as far as loving them. It may make them less likely to fall victim knowing that this is a person who uses their friends and what they are not special. Nobody's out of bounds with them. They haven't used their in real life family members for their own means as a VTuber. Internet friends are not safe. Here's more people talking about Mayhem / Martisia. I was on her mod team for a bit before the rebrand, under a different name back then of course. And when this stuff first started happening, I left, without a word or anything. The last interaction I remember ended up in me getting either timed out or banned because at the time I didn't know you two were split and I asked how you were in their chat, in their Twitch chat. And what happened to them? Well, as stated before, that message half doxing the person that was her ex is now gone from her Twitch page. Mayhem / Martisia is still streaming as if nothing happened. But her Twitter is actually protected. So no one can call her out on her behavior. But considering they've been doing these kinds of things for years, I don't think that's gonna be stopping anytime soon. So there's certain people in the VTuber scene that may be abusers, that may be some kind of predator, but they're shameless enough to just remain and not care what other people do to them. They're just immune to being shamed, to being called out for their behavior. And they will continue to do what they do. And can't do much about that. But for right now, that's everything. And I hope to see you on the next one.